family is not always, real happy to jump on board with that. But it's awesome to hear when parents, are cool with what their kids are doing and stuff like that. But,
that's what, like, when I was, like the only one, like my dad hated horror movies. My brother's not big into horror movies. My mom doesn't really like horror movies. Like, I'm the only one in my family who actually loved horror movies when I was a kid, just because, like, the VHS, that's so funny to say, VHS box sets were, like, so cool looking. Like the original, the artwork, the VHS artwork for, like, A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3 was awesome. I loved, the look of that, and, like, that was cool. Like, I remember, like, even, like, I never even, like, seen Sleepaway Camp 2, I think it was. Sleepaway Camp 2, where it had the chick on the cover, and in the backpack it was the Freddy Krueger glove and Jason Voorhees mask. I'm like Jason Voorhees and Freddy Krueger in this. I'm like, young Howard. That cover, yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's a pretty cool cover.
I was just like, I'm like, why are these two people in this movie? And then, like, it wasn't until I was like maybe 14 I got to actually see those movies, and I was just like, holy shit, I actually remember this cover when I was a kid. I can't wait to watch it. But yeah, when I was like younger,
that good?
No, not at all. Like I actually, I just watched the trilogy again, the original trilogy, the other night, and like the other two are just like, what's going on here? But they're still entertaining. I still love them. But yeah, like when I was younger, like I would like always go to Blockbuster and like want to rent like Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3. And Part 6 was my favorite when I was a kid. So
which those ones were always... Not Part 6, is that
Final Nightmares?
Final Nightmares.
No, that's number 3.
Is that 4? Okay, 3 is
number 3. No, wait, hold on, I forget.
Is it 4? I think it's number 4.
4 is Dream Master, and then number 3 is Dream Warriors. Yeah, that's right.
Well, that's a good point. That's one thing that I remember. The one thing that I remember, especially as a kid, was like walking down like the aisles of the video store, and like
as you're a kid, you can only see the artwork.
Yeah, you can only see the artwork on the box.
Yeah,
you buy the artwork. Stuff like some of that stuff still terrifies me. Just seeing it, like remember the cover for like Ghoulies, and like the movie's so freaking horrible, but it had those stupid creatures come out of the toilet, and Silent Night, Deadly Night, stuff.
Oh god, I love it.
Those were like the greatest like box covers.
Yeah, and that's like when I was younger, like I would watch a lot of horror movies with my one friend who lived down in California that helped me out with getting Victor Miller's number. He was raised by his grandparents, and his nan is obsessed with horror movies, and she got me into like watching Silent Night, Deadly Night. I was like 9 years old. I was like, it was awesome.
That's awesome.
But and like even like Misery's not really like a horror movie, but like to me, but like like Kathy Bates and James Caan. When like that, like the scene when like it's like he has the sledgehammer and the wood block, and was like, that is awesome.
I still have a hard time watching that scene.
That makes you cringe.
It makes you cringe. And like Misery comes on like AMC and all this kind of stuff, like all the freaking time, and still to this day it's hard to watch that, and you know it's coming. But what was that? Oh god, I forgot what I was going to say. But speaking of like kind of like horror legends, how did Clit Howard get involved?
That was pretty random actually. We're the other production company that was helping us do this movie. They were like saying like a bunch of people that like I had no interest of trying to even work with, and I think I threw out. I was just like, what about Clit Howard? And cause I think I watched Rob Zombie's Halloween like a couple nights before while we're in pre-production, and like we were like 3 weeks away from shooting. We had enough money to get like a little cameo in there. So I was like, how about Clit Howard? So Devin made the call, and I think like 2 days after he made the call or put in an email or whatever to his agent, 2 days later we're at the production office, and Devin gets a phone call and just leaves the room for like 20 minutes. I'm like, who the hell are you talking to? And then Devin comes back in, and he's like lip talking, like trying to lip who he's talking to. I'm just like, yeah, dude, I'm terrible at reading lips. This isn't helping me. So
it's gonna be horrible. Somebody trying to lip like Clit Howard. Like
Clit
Howard.
Clit Howard. What?
Howard.
But
well, I would like to meet. We go ahead.
So then Devin was just like, here, someone wants to talk to you. I'm just like, all right. I get on the phone, and then he's just like, I'm like, hello? And he was just like, hey, it's Clit Howard. I was just like, hi, how are you doing? Like, I was not expecting to talk to you today. But no, he was a great guy when I talked to him. He was like giving out pointers and stuff. Like, he was just talking about like stories about his brother, Ron Howard, and just talking about, like, always be prepared. Like, he was giving, like, little pointers and shit. I was like, that's pretty cool, man. Like, I appreciate that. I want to work with a dude that's like that. And then he was talking about how, like, Rob Zombie directs and stuff like that. And I was like, that's even cooler, because I love Rob Zombie as a director. But, so then Devin mainly got him. He did finalized all that. And then he came to set the one day me and Devin picked him up. It was the worst morning on set ever. It was the 6th day, and then the next day we were going to have a day off. And at this point, we were working like 18, 19-hour days. I was on maybe tops 3 hours of sleep this whole week. Like, I was so tired. I look like, there's a picture of me that I'm actually going to post like maybe tomorrow on Facebook, because I've been doing a bunch of behind-the-scenes pictures, but you'll see my face. I look like an absolute piece of shit. But so Devin and I, we're about to go pick him up. A drunk dude hits my parked car at 7 o'clock in the morning. We just got in from shooting at 5 o'clock in the morning. I was getting like a half an hour sleep, trying to at least. 7 o'clock in the morning, someone hits my car, destroys my car. I'm in the worst mood now. We go to the hotel, pick up Clit Howard, and he's talking the whole time on the phone to his brother. And I'm just like, let me see your phone. But Ron knows about the flick. He was saying that he's really impressed and stuff that, like, such a low-budget movie has Steadicam and crane and stuff like that. And, like, that was pretty cool. We got to set, and he was a nice guy. He was cool to work with. He gave his opinion. We did, like, I think, a total of 8 takes, and I used the 6th take in the flick. And it was good. He was cool. He was a cool guy. Devin talks to him a lot. Him and Devin talk about, like, fantasy football and shit. I'm like, all right.
Fantasy football. That just makes me happy thinking of Clit Howard sitting at his computer playing fantasy football.
He's a huge Steelers fan. He's real big with the Pittsburgh Steelers, and he's a real smart dude too. Very political type of guy. Real smart. Real nice guy though.
He seems like he'd be cool to hang around with. He seems like one of those type of personality, kind of like I don't know. Like when I think of Clit Howard, I think of him as kind of in the vein of like Crispin Glover.
Always interesting.
Dude, actually, yeah. We want to work with Crispin Glover so much. Like me and Devin talk about it all the time, how bad that we actually want to get him, but I think he'll cost a lot. I don't know. Fucking Marty McFly.
I have his phone number. I have his phone number. Yeah, because when this is going back a few months, but there was, when we were originally booking the film festival, one of the guys at one of the other theaters, he was trying, I don't know why he wanted us to do it so bad, but I guess Crispin Glover has like this movie that he made that he tours around with sometimes, and he was trying to get us to book his movie at the film festival, and he was like, I have Crispin Glover's phone number, you gotta call him and, send him a thing. So I actually sent him a message and never heard back, but then, like, what do you do if you get a call from Crispin Glover? I mean,
interesting.
You can't live after that. You pretty much have to.
Yeah.